Hey loves, welcome in. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like there was something bigger that you're meant to do, but you just can't quite put your finger on it? Wonder what your life purpose is, if you have soul contracts and what they are? Today, we are going to find some answers for you. So, welcome to my channel. First and foremost, I'm so happy to have you here. If you could please subscribe, I would really appreciate it. I am new to the platform. This is going to be a pick-a-pile reading, and this is uncovering your life purpose, what you're here to build, create, embody in this lifetime, and so much more than that. Each pile is going to hold a very unique message that's going to help guide you towards alignment and clarity. So take a moment, trust your gut, and pick the pile that speaks to you the most. Your intuition knows exactly where to go. So don't overthink it, okay? Ready? All right, let's dive into it. Okay, so for pile number 1, we have the rose quartz. Pile number 2, we have the selenite tower. Go with what you feel. Trust your gut. Don't waver from that. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to count down. 5. If anyone here does a little ghost hunting or you're into the paranormal, let me know in the comments down below. 5, 4, got it? 3, 2, listen to your gut. 1, and let's go. Welcome in pile number 1. If you chose the rose quartz, then this is your reading. What is this pile being called to build or create in their life purpose? So we have the 2 of Wands, we have the World, and we have the Tower. These are powerful, especially these two, the World and the Tower. Powerful, bold. They're not here to play. So with that, I feel spirit coming through really strong with the message for you. Your purpose is about expansion. It's about transformation and rebuilding on a foundation of truth. So with the 2 of Wands, Spirit's saying your purpose begins with vision. You're being called to dream big, not just for yourself, but for the life that you want to create. This card is all about planning and seeing the bigger picture. And Spirit's asking you, where do you see yourself in the future? And what steps could you take to get there? That's something that you could write down in your journal if you do journal prompting. And your purpose, I feel, is tied to really stepping outside of your comfort zone and exploring new avenues, new possibilities, and actively choosing the life you want to build. It's not about, waiting for opportunities to come to you. It's about creating them, friend. And then with the World coming through, this is a reminder that your purpose is not small. This is not a small scale purpose, okay? It is global, okay? Spirit is showing me that you are here to create something meaningful, something that connects people, connects ideas, and even different parts of yourself as well. Because this card is all about fulfillment. It's about completion. But you're not here to just complete a single chapter, right? This is not just a what you're going through right now kind of thing. This is full spectrum. You're here to create an entire story, one that's rich, diverse, impactful. Whether that means building a career that influences others or creating a legacy, simply living authentically in a way that inspires your purpose. It's about bringing things to full circle. And then with the Tower, Spirit's really saying that your purpose is tied to breaking down the old, to make way for the new. This is not about destruction for the sake of chaos. It's about tearing down what no longer serves you or the people around you. Like, your life purpose is about rebuilding from truth, authenticity, alignment. You've been through moments in your life where things have fallen apart, and Spirit's saying that wasn't the end. That was the beginning. And I feel like most of you here have been through a lot more times where things have fallen apart than normal, because we all go through having things fall apart, right? That's just part of life. But I feel like this pile number one, you all have really been through a lot of that. And I am actually really relating to pile number one here too in so many ways. So let me know if you're relating to this at all in the comments down below. But you're so strong. And Spirit is saying it's not the end. It's the beginning. You're being called to build stronger. Build something that lasts and something that stands on a solid foundation. I feel that your purpose is tied very much to showing others and showing yourself that transformation is the key to growth, and it's possible. So Spirit's wanting you to know that your purpose is not going to be a straight, easy path, and that's okay. The Two of Wands reminding you to keep dreaming, keep planning. The World showing you the fulfillment that's waiting on the other side. The Tower here to clear a way for something bigger and better. And Spirit said, don't fear the changes. They are part of your purpose. You're here to create something that is expansive, impactful, deeply aligned with your soul. What unique strength does pile number one have that aligns with their purpose? Yeah, I mean, you guys have really had to like build up a shield. Unfortunately, like I said, I really felt like you all have been through a lot more than, you know, your average person. You know, and I'm getting this feeling of like, I feel like I've lived 5 lifetimes in this lifetime kind of thing. You know, carrying around a lot of weight. Okay. So yeah, part of what is in your tool case, or your, whatever you want to call it, your tool belt, is having the strength to forge armor and shield yourself from potentially hurtful, dangerous, you know, things, whether that's people who try to manipulate you, or, you know, whatever the case is. And then we also got the Star and the Three of Wands. You have a very unique strength that was born from your pain. Like you were forged in the fire. Let me know if that resonates with you. Y'all have really been through it, okay? I'm talking about heartbreak, loss, betrayal, you name it. And the thing is, Spirit is saying that you have turned all of that hurt into wisdom. You're out here siphoning and transmuting that into wisdom, into power. It may have taken you a while to get there. It may have taken you a while to get to that point. And some of you may be still kind of getting to that point. If you haven't gotten there yet, pile number one, you're going to get there. You are going to get there. I promise, okay? But Spirit's saying that you've turned all of this hurt into wisdom. And like I said, you've carried so much weight, emotional, spiritual, maybe even physical, but yet here you are, you're standing stronger than ever. Your strength isn't just, you know, about surviving. It's about thriving despite the odds. You have really learned how to spot like red flags, setting boundaries, protecting yourself from people or situations that could harm you. And that's a huge gift. Not everyone knows how to shield themselves like you do. And again, if you don't feel you've made it to this point yet, you will get there. Keep going. Now let's talk about the Star. So this card's telling me that your resilience isn't just about guarding yourself. It's also about hope and healing and shining through the darkness. Spirit's saying that your unique strength lies in your ability to believe in something better, even when everything around you feels so heavy. Like you are the light at the end of the tunnel. Not just for yourself, but also for others. You're that person that people talk about that walk into the room and light up the room. When they come in, they smile, they light up the room. Everything feels lighter, brighter, fun. You know, you're a very loyal person. You're a good friend. You're a good sister, brother, mother, father, etc. Okay? People are drawn to you. They're drawn to your energy because you've been through the worst, but yet you still radiate hope. And that is so powerful. And then with the Three of Wands coming in, Spirit's showing that you are someone who doesn't just sit back and wait for things to happen. I wonder if I got a lot of fire and earth signs here in the mix. Let me know down below. But you're very proactive. Even after everything that you've been through, you've got this strength to look ahead, to plan, to take steps towards your future. You don't let the past define you. Instead, you use it as fuel to keep moving forward. You've got this inner drive to expand, to explore, to create something better for yourself. And that's the kind of strength that aligns perfectly with your life purpose. What blocks are preventing pile number one from fully embracing their role? Okay, so we got the King of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so actually, hold on. Yep. Okay, we got the King of Swords, we got the Five of Pentacles, and we got the Five of Cups. Also, angel number 555 coming through on this question. Let me know down below if anyone here has been seeing 555 a lot or 5555. Because this row right here will probably resonate with you all really strongly. So the blocks preventing you from fully embracing your role and what's like standing in your way, basically, like spirit doesn't hold back, neither do I. There is a lot to unpack. Right off the bat, again, getting that 555 coming through again, which is a big sign of change and transformation, and spirit basically saying that you're being called to break free from the blocks because something new is waiting for you. So what is actually holding you back? With the King of Swords, spirit is saying one of your biggest blocks is your own mind. You might have a tendency to overanalyze or to rely too heavily on logic to the point where you're cutting yourself off from your intuition. And there is this energy of needing to control every little step, every little outcome. And spirit's like, let's go, off the reins a little bit. You're not going to think your way into your purpose. It's about trusting your instincts and letting yourself feel your way through it. Now, I don't blame you for feeling this way. Again, going back to the second row here, with everything you've been through, yeah, I don't blame you for trying to strategize every little move and, consider every single person that's going to be along with you for the ride, what step they're going to take, wanting to have that control over the situation. Because as long as you're in control, nothing bad can happen, right? That's kind of like, that's the idea. That's the feeling. But that's causing a block for you. It's okay to put your walls down a little bit. It's okay for you to release that grip, loosen your jaw, get relaxed, let some things happen. Because we all know we plan for life as best as we can, but then things happen, right? Some things have to happen. With the Five of Pentacles, there is this deep-rooted fear of lack. Like maybe it could be financial insecurity for some. For others, it could be like feeling that you're not good enough or that you don't have what it takes, which again comes back from pile 2. Not all of you have made it to that point yet, but you will get there. Spirit's saying to stop focusing on what you don't have. Start seeing what's already within you, because this fear of not having enough or like not being enough is keeping you from fully stepping into your role. And your purpose, it's not about being perfect or having everything figured out. It's about showing up as you are, letting the rest really just fall into place. And then with the Five of Cups, this one's heavy. But Spirit is saying that you're holding on to some past regrets and losses. They are weighing you down, babe, whether it's disappointment, heartbreak, or even just feeling like you've wasted time. This energy is blocking you from fully embracing your role. And Spirit is saying what's done is done. It's time to release the past and focus on the opportunities that are still in front of you. You're being called to shift your perspective. Stop staring at the spilled cups and start seeing the ones that are still standing there. If you feel like you would like to do a cord cutting to release these things, people, places, and things that you're still attached to in order to be able to move forward a little bit more freely, more easily, please feel free to visit my site that you can find in my bio. I do offer cord cuttings and release rituals and all kinds of things, but I'd be happy to help with this, or do it on your own if you, have protection and grounding down and you know how to go about that. Please do this for yourself, even if it's hard to do. I know how hard it is to let go of some things from the past, even whenever we know that they're so bad for us. They're making us sad, mad, upset, whatever. But sometimes it's just so hard to let it go for whatever reason. It's like we get comfortable. We get too familiar and comfortable with the pain, and it's kind of hard to leave your zone of comfortability, even if that means it's kind of an uncomfortable comfortability. But you got to do it. It's time to do it. And then I do want to talk about angel number 555. So that came through twice now. 555 and 5555. But this is all about change and transformation, like I said before, and it's breaking free from old patterns. Spirit saying this is your sign. It's time to let go of the blocks. You're overthinking your fears of lack, the weight of the past, because something new is coming. You're being called to step into your role with confidence, even if it feels messy or uncertain, because change isn't always comfortable, but it is necessary. Okay, Spirit, what steps can pile 1 take in order to begin building their life purpose? Okay, we got a bonus card here. So we got the Nine of Cups reversed, We got the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and Justice reversed. Justice reversed was our bonus card. So the Nine of Cups reversed is about like needing to stop chasing the quick fixes. Like, this is your sign to let go of instant gratification. Your purpose isn't about checking off boxes or doing what feels good in the moment. It's about building something real. Spirit's like, are you putting your energy into the things that truly fulfill you? Or are you getting caught up in the distractions? It's time that you shift your focus from short-term comfort to long-term growth and ask yourself, what do I want to feel proud of in 5 years? Again, journaling. Put that in your journal. What do I want to feel proud of in the next 5 years? And start putting your energy there. And then with the Ace of Pentacles coming up, this is such a vibe. Like, Spirit is handing you this opportunity, like literally handing it to you and saying, it's time to plant the seeds. Whether this is about starting a new career, launching a creative project, or just taking some practical steps towards a goal, the key here is to start. You don't need to know the entire plan. You just need to take the first step. And Spirit is saying to stop waiting for the perfect moment because it's already here. Then we got the Page of Wands, babe. This is about getting excited again. Spirit is saying it's time to reignite your curiosity, your passion, the spark that makes you feel alive. The Page of Wands is like, hey, try something new, explore, take a leap. Your purpose isn't going to build itself. You've got to put yourself out there and trust that the fire will grow. This is going to be a reminder to follow what excites you. And then the bonus card with the Justice and the reversal. So Spirit is saying it's time to get real about what's out of balance in your life. Are you giving too much to others and not enough to yourself? Are you being honest with yourself about what you want? You know, this card is asking you to take responsibility, accountability for where you are and where you want to go. Spirit's basically like, hey, no more excuses. It's time to step up, step into alignment, start making choices that reflect the life that you want to create, leave behind the people that are dragging you down. So the next question that we want to look into is, what specific careers would pile one thrive in? Take what resonates. A lot of Pentacles cards going on. So, hey, whatever you're doing, you're probably going to make a lot of money in. I was feeling earth and fire signs earlier. Maybe that's why I was feeling like so heavily towards earth. I don't know. Let me know. I would really love to know pile number one. If you can comment below and say pile one, let me know what your zodiac sign is, or if you're, you know, what element you are. That would be really cool to see. You don't have to be fire or earth. It just feels very much like there's a heavy pull on that. Okay. Anyways, don't let me ramble. We're getting very Italian over here. Come on, girl, get back to the point. So, okay. With the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles, 8, 9, 10. So we do have a little bit of a synchronicity here going. And that just made me want to go play. Never mind. Let me not get into that. I was gonna start going into poker, but let's stay on point. Let me just say, this is some serious boss energy. Like, whatever you do, Spirit is saying that you're meant to build something stable, sustainable, abundant. With the Eight of Pentacles, Spirit is saying that you would thrive in any career that allows you to master a skill. Point blank, period. This is the energy of dedication, focus, constantly improving. Think professions where you could really grow over time, like crafting, writing, technical fields like coding, engineering, heck, even sales jobs, real estate, mortgage. You know, the sky is honestly the limit for pile number one here with what careers you could succeed in. I mean, pretty much all of them. But you are not the type of person who's afraid to put in the work. Like, and Spirit sees this, and they're saying that your ability to stay committed to the grind is one of your greatest strengths. Careers where you could create something tangible or get better with practice. That is your lane, okay? And then with the Nine of Pentacles, this is screaming independence and luxury, babe. Like, Spirit is saying you're meant to thrive in roles where you could be self-sufficient. Entrepreneurship, anyone? Where's my bell? Yes. Freelancing? Yes, absolutely. You have the energy of someone who doesn't need a boss. And you may not even work well with a boss. Like, you need to be the boss. You have to be the boss. You are the boss. Spirit is also highlighting careers that are tied to wealth management, real estate, anything that involves financial freedom. You are someone who values a work-life balance, and that allows you to really enjoy the finer things in life. And you will thrive in a career that aligns with that. Okay? Ten of Pentacles. Whew, this is legacy energy, babe. Like, wow. Spirit is saying that you would do well in careers that allow you to build something long lasting, something that supports not just you, but the people around you, like your family, literally, like leaving money behind, leaving wealth behind. This could look like family businesses, community-based work, even leadership roles where you're helping others succeed. Spirit's showing me that wealth building careers are going to be heavy in pile one. Think about investments, estate planning, anything that sets you and others up for future success. This is about creating foundations that last for generations to come. Pile one, you truly do have a road to greatness here, and your resilience and your strength, your power is unrivaled. It's unmatched. Everything that you have been through in your life, even though it's hard to find those lessons, because why did you deserve to go through so much of the crap that you went through, is just not fair. And you're right, it's not. So we didn't go through all of this for no reason, okay? This was building up our strength, our power, our resilience. Like, you need to be mentally tough, emotionally tough. It's not going to be an easy road. So if you're thinking about going back to school for business, you're thinking about getting your mortgage license, real estate license, estate planning, whatever, life insurance, whatever it is, get it, do it, get it done. This is your moment. And this bell, you might be wondering, why the hell is that thing so dirty? I was making candles earlier, and my little dye pen that I use to dye my candles exploded. So no, and I can't get it off. I've tried to use all kinds of stuff to get it off. I can't get it off, so I got to get a new bell. But yes, we're claiming this. Let's go, pile one. Okay, so one last thing that I want to look at before we go to pile number two is, what are some soul contracts, life lessons for pile number one to know about? And then after this, we're going to cut to pile number two. So let's see. All right, got quite a few cards here. Let's take a look. Let's start with Unfinished Symphony. So I feel that the message is about one of your big, like, how do I say this? I feel like Spirit is saying one of your big life lessons is about completion. Like, you have this soul contract that I feel is to wrap things up, whether that's closing old cycles, healing unresolved emotions, finishing something that you started but kind of like left behind. This is about not running from what's incomplete, but instead leaning into it, finding closure, allowing yourself to move forward, because your soul's here to learn. And learn that leaving things unfinished keeps you stuck, and that completing them, even when it's hard, brings freedom. So TikTok, I feel like this one's a big one. Like, Spirit is saying that you have this internal pressure around time. Like, you're constantly feeling like you're running out of it. But the lesson is that time is an illusion. Like, your soul is here to learn patience, divine timing, and trust. And Spirit is saying you're not behind. You're exactly where you're meant to be. The clock in this card, I feel, is reminding you that the right opportunities will come when the timing is aligned. So don't rush and start trusting more, okay? Serendipity, I love this card for you. Spirit is saying that you've got a soul contract to experience alignment and flow. And this is the lesson of being in the right place at the right time. But it only happens when you stop forcing and start allowing. Spirit's basically showing that the more you trust, the more will fall into place. Your lesson here is to recognize that life doesn't have to be a constant struggle. We're leaving that in the past, right? Sometimes the best things happen when you let go and you follow those signs. So we have the Five of Pentacles, the Lover, Six of Wands. So yeah, with the Five of Pentacles reversed, Spirit is saying that you're basically here to learn how to, like, free yourself from lack and limitation and from those heavy stories that you've been carrying about yourself. The Five of Pentacles reverse is all about stepping out of a scarcity mindset, realizing that you're not as alone as you think you are, and learning how to ask for help whenever you need it. Break free from self-imposed restrictions is part of one of your soul lessons, and to stop thinking that you're trapped, because you're not. Your soul is here to learn that you have more power than you realize, and the only person who can set you free is you. The Lovers, okay, so this is a lesson about choices and connections. Spirit's saying basically that you're here to learn how to make aligned decisions, not just in relationships, but in all areas of your life. Like, your soul is learning how to choose from a place of authenticity, not obligation or fear. This is also about understanding the importance of connection, whether that's with romantic partners, friends, or even spirit itself. And I feel that the Lovers is teaching you that the right connection is going to uplift you. The wrong ones will drain you, right? And it's okay to choose yourself whenever you need to, okay? Six of Wands. So reminder that success is part of your soul's journey, but it's not just about recognition. It's about self-acknowledgement. So you are here to learn how to celebrate yourself, even when others don't. Your life lesson is about stepping into the spotlight, owning your victories, letting yourself be seen. You're not here to hide. You are here to shine. So shine, baby. So that's all I have for you with this. Now, I did just want to, I was feeling pulled over here for a few general cards for pile number 1. So let's just see what we get. All right, general messages for pile number 1. Relationships, outside forces, strategy, manifesting. So some of you are going to be finding business partners, networking, building those bridges. Start doing that. Start building those bridges. That's not a word. Start building those bridges. I feel like this is going obviously back to like the more business route of things. If, you know, the mortgage or real estate investment, whatever it is you're trying to get into. Even if you're not looking to get into business per se, still like build some connections, right? Build more bridges with people. And communication with coworkers are going to be highlighted now more than ever as well. So make choices with extreme care. Yeah, so basically Spirit's saying, like, if you have someone nasty at your workplace, or someone that like maybe gossips all the time, you know, like, oh, what is Susie doing today? Oh, look at Betty, you know, whatever. Like, don't give them much attention, because it's going to drain you. It's going to drag you down. Try to not allow yourself to be around negative people like that. Of course, if you're at work and you're like stuck around these people, it's kind of hard to like get unstuck from them, but you could politely set boundaries and say, you know, I don't want to really talk about this, or, you know, whatever the case is. Set your boundaries. Y'all are strong as hell. Okay, you're strong as a bull. I know you can set boundaries, so set those boundaries. Outside forces, unknown figures are driving the situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and you will be all okay. Okay, so some of you might be dealing again with some stressful relationships. This could be lovers, friends, coworkers, whatever the case is. But Spirit's saying to release that energy. Do a cord cutting, do a release ritual, you know, whatever you feel like you need to do. Just get rid of that stagnant, lingering energy so it doesn't create blockages for you. Their problems are not your problems. I know that you all want to help your friends and family, loved ones, and that's beautiful. That's great, and you should definitely do that. But there are some people that we call energy vampires that just suck off of that, okay? Like, they never stop. The problems are always coming up. They always have the worst life compared to everyone else. And I'm sorry to say this, I don't mean to sound insensitive, but sometimes we have to cut those people off and let them go find a new victim, because you're being the victim. They're not. You are. You know, don't allow yourself to fall victim to that victim mentality. And then strategy, you need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. Absolutely. So again, coming back here. So instead of wasting our time with these people who are not contributing to our highest good, let's put ourselves around people that we want to see ourselves obtaining to, or that we want to see ourselves working up to. Like, okay, if we want, let's say for example, we're working at, I don't know, an insurance agency. This is just one of many examples. Okay, so you start off in customer service, maybe, then you get ranked up to sales, and your main goal is to like own a franchise, or like to own one of the insurance buildings, whatever, however you want to say it. You want to open up your own insurance insurance companies. So what are you going to do? You're going to listen to like the top salespeople there, right? Maybe ask them for some ideas on rebuttals and, the best pivot points for your sales pitch and, whatnot, so have you, so forth and so on. And then you start putting your twist on it. You start building from that, and then you work on becoming the best of the best that you can in sales. Okay, great. You learned everything that you could from those around you, and then you contributed to the overall energy of the team by putting up good numbers, et cetera, so on and so forth. And, also along the way, because I see some of you are meant to be teachers, leaders, and guides, teaching some others that are coming in, lifting them up as well. But paying attention to what the top dogs are doing, right? However you want to say it, how the top performers are doing, learn from them, put your twist on it, help others, good karma, move forward, move up to the next level, right? We want to put ourselves in front of those people. So manifesting, and 111, you might be seeing this a lot, or 1111. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. I don't know if you all have ever heard of the 369 Nikola Tesla method, but if you haven't, you could look up Project 369. This is not sponsored. It's a really great book. It keeps you accountable for writing down every single day, 3 times in the morning, what you're manifesting, saying it out loud. 6 times in the afternoon, write it down, say it out loud. 9 times before you go to sleep, again, write it down, say it out loud. Yeah, so very easy steps here. You can light a candle while you're doing it, speak it into the fire, however you want to do it. But start saying, speaking, and writing out your manifestations every single day. If you can't remember to do it 369, just do it as often as you can remember. And keep in mind, it doesn't happen overnight, right? Now, for some people, yes, it might. I've been casting spells for over 15 years now, 10 years professionally. So yeah, sometimes manifestations, they do kind of happen overnight, and maybe they would for you too. Okay. Depends. How big of a manifestation are we talking? Because if I try to manifest a Lamborghini tomorrow, well, I probably wouldn't be here. I'd be on my own private island, because I would have manifested a private island. I'd just be living it up, pina coladas in my hand, knocked over in the sun, whoopity. You know what I'm saying. Okay. So start manifesting. I hope that you all enjoyed this reading. This is my first reading on YouTube, but I do this on TikTok pretty much every single night. I go live on there. So let me know how you guys think it went and how this resonated with you, if it resonated with you. If you're ever interested in booking a private reading, you can check my bio. So other than that, if you all would like to stick around for pile 2 and 3, maybe you'll find something that you resonate with there. If not, I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of your day, going into the weekend here almost, right? It's Wednesday. Just a couple more days. We got this, okay? And other than that, blessed be. My name is Onyx. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Well, welcome in pile number 2. If you felt drawn to this pile, trust that Spirit has some messages specifically for you about your life purpose. We're about to dive deep into what you're being called to create, the gifts that you're bringing to the table, and how you can align with your path, and so much more. So get comfortable, get a snack, get a drink, trust your intuition. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Selenite Tower, pile number 2. Let's get into it with the Horror Tarot deck. What's pile 2 being called to create or build in their life purpose? Okay, so the Devil reversed, 10 of Cups, Knight of Wands reversed, the Tower, High Priestess, and the Hangman. So Spirit has a lot to say about your path. So first, with the Devil and the reversal, Spirit's saying that your purpose is tied to breaking free. Whether that's from toxic habits, relationships, mindsets, even like external systems that have kept you feeling kind of stuck. You're here to create freedom, not just for yourself, but also for others. And this is really going to be about shedding the chains of fear, addiction, control, building a life rooted in authenticity, empowerment, that kind of thing. The 10 of Cups. So this is a big community and connection energy. You are here to build a foundation of emotional fulfillment, not just for yourself, but for the people that you love. Whether that's a family, a community, or even a movement. Your purpose is about creating harmony and bringing people together in a way that feels safe and uplifting. You're the kind of person who can inspire others to dream bigger, to heal, to come together for something greater. Think of yourself basically as like the heart of the group, okay? The one who creates the space where everyone feels like they belong. And I feel like some of you in the collective, maybe a lot of you in the collective, do this because you know what it feels like to have a heart closed off to you. Like, you may have grown up where your parents weren't so like emotionally tapped in with you. And if that's the case, I'm sorry. You may have gone through this with friends, family members, that kind of thing. I feel like you all know the sadness, the pain, and the hurt from not being reciprocated, from not having anyone to go to, like not having anyone to rely on but yourself. And like that kind of forged you in the way, instead of being like, oh, screw everybody else, I had to do it on my own, they're going to have to do it on their own. Instead of you being like that, you were like, you know what? I don't want anyone else to feel like this. I feel like some of you may have been very cold, like in your teenage years, maybe you were very closed off, like, screw you, deal with it, it's your problem. I've had to deal with it myself. But now as you're like getting a little bit older, getting more emotionally mature, you're like, I don't want anyone else to feel like this. This is not okay. Like, this is not the way it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to have our ice on, or our heart on ice. Let's thaw it out. Which is so beautiful that you've chosen that route. And for some of you that aren't there yet, I feel like you'll be getting there. So the Knight of Wands reversed is calling you out just a little bit. Spirit is saying that you might have a tendency to either rush into things without a clear plan, or like maybe on the flip side, hesitate out of fear of failure. But your purpose is not about impulsiveness or perfection. It's about balance. And you're being asked to slow down, to focus your energy. You're being called to create something with intention, with care, not something that burns out because it wasn't fully thought through. Your life purpose is really about channeling your passion into something that lasts. Okay, the Tower. So this card does not mess around. Okay, Spirit is saying your purpose is tied to breaking things down and rebuilding them stronger, whether it's tearing down old beliefs, dismantling toxic systems, rebuilding your own life after a big shakeup. You're here to be the change maker. This is not about avoiding chaos. It's about embracing it as part of the process. And Spirit is saying that you're here to show people and yourself that the strongest foundations come after the storm. You're being called to create something powerful from ashes of what no longer serves you. You know what? I bet, let me know in the comments, I bet that those who picked pile 1 also felt called to pile 2, and those who picked pile 2 felt a little bit called to pile 1. If that's the case, you can take what resonates from both piles. Just saying. That's what I feel. I feel like both pile 1 and 2 have been through some similar circumstances here. Moving on to the High Priestess. So she's coming through strong. Spirit's saying that your purpose is deeply tied to your intuition. Okay? You are very intuitive. You're very spiritually connected. You just got to tap into it if you haven't already. You're here to really create something that bridges the gap between the physical and the spiritual. And of course, I'm looking right at my Hecate statue when I say that, the Queen of Liminal Spaces. If anyone here worships Hecate, let me know in the comments, hail Hecate. But whether that's through art, healing, or like teaching, or simply living as an example, your purpose is going to be about trusting your inner voice, using it to guide others, right? And Spirit's basically saying like, hey, you already know the answers. You just have to trust yourself a little bit. And you're being called to build a life that's aligned with your higher self. Plain and simple. The Hanged Man. So this is part of learning how to see things from a new perspective. This is about letting go of control, surrendering to the process. So sorry, I had a package get delivered. I have no idea where I left off. Also, when I was grabbing the package, I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe I've even had my hands on camera today. I was making candles earlier and this dye like literally just exploded everywhere. So I'm sorry for these nails are just not it today. Were we on the Hangman? Yeah, I think we were on the Hangman. So basically like, you're being called to create patience, create faith, right? Like not just for yourself, but also for others. And I feel like your purpose is tied to showing people that sometimes the best way forward is to pause, reflect, and trust the bigger picture. The pause is not a setback though. It's just a preparation, right? Okay, now let's move on to the second question. What unique strength does this pile have that aligns with their purpose? Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords, we got the Page of Pentacles, the Hanged Man reversed, Temperance, and 7 of Pentacles reversed. So Spirit's showing me that your power lies in your ability to overcome challenges and shift perspectives. Like you've been through moments where you have felt stuck, like the odds were stacked against you. But the thing is, you always find a way to rise above it. And I feel like some of you in the collective have actually like had these thoughts of, I don't know how I always make it happen, but I do. Your power lies in your ability to overcome challenges and shift perspectives. Like you've been through moments where you felt stuck, like the odds were stacked against you. But you always find a way to rise above it. Like, no matter what, you always find a way. You will find a way. You always will. That inner determination, that ability to break free from those limiting beliefs at the beginning of the reading with that devil coming out, devil in reversal. Yeah, like breaking free from those limiting beliefs or circumstances. It's one of your greatest gifts, okay? You also have this natural, like, curiosity and this willingness to learn, which makes you such an adaptable, open person to new possibilities. And you have this beautiful way of balancing reflection with action. Like, you know when to step back and evaluate and when to dive in and go for it. And this ability for you to find harmony in chaos and to trust the timing of your journey is a strength that not everyone has, mind you, okay? What blocks are preventing you from moving forward into your life purpose? The Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, ooh, two queens, sorry. We got two queens coming up. Interesting. So Spirit is showing me that a big block for you is tied to control, holding on tightly to what feels safe or familiar. And it's like there's this fear of letting go, whether that's around financial security, stability, even the roles that you've taken on for others. Spirit's saying that clinging to what you already know is keeping you from stepping into the unknown. Which there's also this energy of giving so much of yourself to others that you're running on empty, you're running on fumes. You might feel like you have to take care of everything and everyone, but Spirit is saying it's time to take a step back. It's time to ask yourself, what do I need? You know, you can't build your purpose if you constantly prioritize others over your own growth. And another thing coming in is self-doubt. Spirit is talking about you having all this fire, this confidence, this potential to lead and inspire, but it's like you're holding yourself back. Maybe you're worried like about what people will think, or maybe you're comparing yourself to others who kind of seem further along. And Spirit's like, hey, stop second guessing yourself. You've got everything you need. Stop waiting for permission to take up space. Take up the space, babe. Spread your arms. Get comfortable. Take up that space, okay? Take up as much space as you can. Your purpose requires boldness, but it also requires balance and letting go of control, making room for yourself, stepping into your power without hesitation. And Spirit's asking you to release what does not serve you. Okay, trust that you are ready for the next step. Spirit, what steps can pile number 2 take to start building into their life purpose? Chariot. Ooh, the Emperor. The Three of Wands. The Devil returns. Okay. Is this like our theme card or what's going on? Coming through really strong on this one. You guys have had a lot of really strong cards throughout this whole reading. You're being called to take charge, take action, free yourself from what's holding you back, okay? The first message here is about movement. Spirit's saying it's time to stop hesitating, start doing. You've got the drive, you've got the vision, and now it's about putting it all into motion, right? Whether that means making a plan, taking that first step, like simply just committing to your goals completely. Spirit's saying get going, no more excuses. You've been waiting for the perfect moment, but the truth is that the perfect moment is right now. And there's also this huge emphasis on structure and discipline. Like Spirit's saying to you, like, you need to control your time, your energy, your resources. It's not about being rigid. It's about creating a foundation that can really support the big dreams that you're working toward, you know, whether that means setting boundaries, sticking to a schedule, stepping into a leadership role. Spirit's asking you to embody the energy of someone who's in charge of their own life. So own that because you're ready. There's also a message about looking ahead and not behind. Like you're being called to think big, to dream beyond your current circumstances, to trust that your efforts are going to lead to something amazing. And it's time to put yourself out there. Whether that means networking, learning new skills, stepping into spaces that challenge you. Spirit's saying don't limit yourself. The world is so much bigger than you think. And then we have freedom. I'm being shown that breaking free from old habits, fears, or patterns is absolutely essential for you to step into your purpose, okay? It's not just about letting go. It's about reclaiming your power. And Spirit's saying, hey, you're not tied to the past anymore, okay? The chains are gone. Walk away from what's been holding you back and step boldly into the future. Okay, on to the really fun part. What careers do we see pile 2 being successful, thriving in? Not just being successful, but thriving in, having emotional fulfillment, checking off all the boxes, or as many as we possibly can. What are those careers? What do they look like? Let's see if I can get a clarifying card from my career oracle deck. Okay, Spirit, clarification for Three of Wands, or just any additional message to come with that. Oh, we got the Oracle card, Brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind. Follow your inspirations, your ideas, bring recognition. Clarification on King of Wands. We have guidance. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You're discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. The Queen of Cups. Clarification for Queen of Cups. Great match. You are on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. Trapped. Yeah. So some of y'all are feeling trapped in your current situation, and you're going to be breaking free from that soon. Okay. And then for the Magician, clarification for the Magician, or anything added that we need to know. We have wealth. You are working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Keep investing in yourself and look into long-term career planning along with renewal. You need to take some time to recharge. Challenges require you to have faith and breakthrough. You will have a breakthrough. Okay, so Three of Wands. Spirit's saying that your career is tied to exploration, expansion. You're someone who thrives whenever you're growing, when you're learning, thinking big. And this is going to mean careers including traveling, global connections, like roles that really allow you to broaden your horizons, like project management, international business, creative ventures that connect you to a wider audience. And then with the honest work coming up, this is just reminding you success is a process. It's not a quick fix. It's okay to start small or in a position that gives you experience while you build towards something greater. And with the Oracle card Brilliance, Spirit's encouraging you to follow your inspirations and the ideas that they are leading you to possible recognition and success. I also feel like, piggybacking off of this, you guys are very, very smart. Of course, like, I'm not saying that the rest of the collective here is not smart, but I'm saying you guys are like really, really smart, okay? You're the ones that help the really smart people do their homework or something. Like, you guys are just very smart. So utilize that brain power, okay? The King of Wands. So Spirit's saying you're meant to step into a role where your leadership and creativity are going to shine, okay? You're going to thrive in positions where you can inspire others to take charge. Bring bold ideas to life, like an entrepreneur, a coach, motivational speaker, creative directors. You're not someone who's here to play small. Your purpose is tied to leading with passion and vision. And the Oracle card Guidance coming through confirms it. Spirit is actively showing you the way. You're discovering more about your destiny and how you can use your natural charisma and drive to make an impact. And then coming up next was the Queen of Cups. Yes. So this is all about emotional fulfillment, right? Nurturing others, connecting with your intuition. And Spirit saying you're going to thrive in careers that allow you to care for others or tap into creativity, like being a therapist, a healer, an artist, counselor, teacher, maybe even a spiritual coach, because intuition was really strong at the earlier part of this reading. And then with the Great Match Oracle card coming up, this is telling me that many of you are on the verge of finding the perfect career that really aligns with your values and with your passions. And if you've been feeling kind of stuck in your current situation, with the Trapped Oracle card coming up, again, Spirit is saying you are on the brink of breaking free. So trust that you are moving towards something much more fulfilling, okay? And then finally, the Magician. This is a powerful card for career potential. Spirit saying that you have the ability to turn your ideas into reality. Like whatever that is, whether it's through innovation, entrepreneurship, mastering specific skills, you're here to create something unique that brings long-term success. And then with wealth coming up, this is confirming that you're working towards real financial stability and prosperity. But this isn't just about money. It's about building a legacy, because Spirit's reminding you with the Renewal card that while you are capable of achieving great things, it's important to take time to recharge, right? To trust that breakthroughs will come after you're putting the work in. You're in this phase of transformation, and Spirit said, keep going. It's all coming together. So just to kind of wrap up here, you may not be feeling called to all of these career paths. Again, maybe you were connecting more with the Three of Wands, or the, whatever it is, getting some signs or getting confirmations, right? Leadership and creativity, healing and nurturing, manifestation and innovation, exploration and expansion, okay? So counseling, teaching, therapy, anything that allows you to help others to grow, entrepreneurship, business, visionary kind of roles, traveling, something that has to do with traveling, something of that nature. So yeah, building wealth and stability is kind of a key theme here for whatever way you go. So Let me know how this resonates for you. What career path are you in? What career path were you thinking about going into? Also, I feel like some of you are probably thinking about going back to school. I don't know what it's for, but Spirit's just showing like, go back, go do it. Go back and do it. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If I did and you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. Give me a like and comment down below. This is Onyx. I'll see you in the next one. Blessed be.